Welcome back to the Best of Food and Wine. I'm Tony Gismondi.
I'm Kasey Wilson.
Having a little sip of wine there, were you, Kasey? Just
there.
stealing off a snap there. Jeez. Listen, joining us now, Max, a wine lab from Viña Maipo. Max, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Tony.
First time at the wine festival. Are you enjoying yourself?
Oh, I'm quite impressed with the quality of the show.
Yeah.
I'm very, very happy.
Yeah, lots of people around, lots of questions. Well, let's start with Viña Maipo. Tell our listeners perhaps where the winery is and what the philosophy is.
Well, the winery was born in Maipo Valley, but today we are producing wines in different regions along the country. Well, you visit us in Maule.
Yeah.
We spent a very, very good time in Maule Valley.
It was fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we are pushing and developing in a very strong way Syrah in the country. I'm very happy with the results.
So the wine you brought today for us to taste is the Grand Devotion.
Yes.
And
one of the blends that belongs to the Grand Devotion range is Carmener Syrah. You know, Chile, Carmener.
Yeah. So why Syrah, or why not Cabernet, or why not Merlot, or what?
Well, first of all, because Syrah is my favorite variety.
Okay, I like to hear that. Yeah.
No, but I can see a great potential with Syrah in the country. I think Syrah has something very unique in the varieties. You can plant Syrah in cool climate, in warm climate, or in a mild climate, and always you will get a very interesting wine. That is quite different than, for instance, Carmener. A Carmener planted in cool climate is not very, very pleasant.
Yeah.
So we are producing Syrah in different parts of the country with different expressions for different products, for different occasions, and finally for different final consumers.
So the Syrah sort of ameliorates the Carmener. It's sort of a glossier, richer wine mixing in with that Carmener.
Well, Carmener by itself is an interesting variety, but sometimes you need to help Carmener with some tricks. In this case, I choose some drops, some amount of Syrah to increase the juiciness and freshness of the wine, and of course increasing the complexity.
We had a special time in Maule. It's a special place. It's almost like it's being rediscovered now by Chileans themselves. Can you tell us a little bit about Maule and what's so exciting about it?
Well, I love Maule. It's an incredible jewel. Has been hidden for many, many years. It's the biggest valley planted in Chile, but until a couple of years ago, the quality of the wines was not
great.
Not great. Yeah. Really not great. But different wineries we're developing and applying a different philosophy, especially in the field, to get different results, and very, very good results.
Does this mean you pulled out some grapes that were growing?
Well, reducing the yields, waiting for the right moment to pick up the grapes, and then the vinification is also a key factor to get the best from that area.
And there's lots of old vines in Maule too.
Yes.
That can be accessed.
You heard about the Carignan, some very old, in some areas some Malbecs, Carmener, of course. There are some interesting things to do in Maule.
Yeah. Well, there are many interesting things to do there besides, drinking wine, I guess, is the most interesting thing for me. But this wine here, what kind of food do Chileans eat with this kind of wine? Is it?
Well, in Maule, you can find very, very typical Chilean food, food from the countryside of Chile, with longaniza, that is the typical sausage, very spicy, very, very hot. Why not some very, very slow cooking food is interesting, or an empanada, or smoked pork.
Wow.
Goes well with Carmener.
And we know how well you can eat empanadas. They don't drip. If we have them, if Tony took a bite, it would be all down his tie, on his shirt. But I don't know what it is about Chilean men. They just can handle it so well.
Really?
Yes.
That sounds frightening to me. Well, we hope you enjoy Vancouver. We got plans to get out and see the city and visit some of the other sites.
Well, time's over. I will fly tomorrow morning back to Chile.
Because
this week I start crushing some Sauvignon Blancs, but for me it's very important to be here in Vancouver.
Yeah, we sometimes forget you're in the southern hemisphere, so the harvest is underway now. Will it be a long harvest, or when will you finish? What month will you finish in?
Usually, especially with the Carmener in Maule, I finish close to June.
Wow.
Yeah, the second part of May.
That's a long
is
harvest.
very long harvest.
Yeah.
But
So
it's the only way to be very patient to get and make good wines.
Yeah, Max, thanks so much for joining us on the Best of Food and Wine. Love the wine, love the winery. We're going to hear more and more about Viña Maipo as it builds its reputation in Canada with so many great sources of wine, and of course the enthusiasm of a winemaker like you. Thanks for joining us.
No, thanks to you, and well, I hope to see you again in Chile.
Yeah.
You are more than welcome.
You will.
Thank
Max,
you.
Thank you.
Wine Loves, the winemaker from Viña Maipo. We'll take a very quick break, come back and close up with New Zealand.